Hey guys, I'm Miss Patra and today we'll be talking about Lidl makeup while also getting to know about me. So let's begin. So I was in Lidl the other week and I come across Lidl makeup. We'll be looking at things like lip glosses, eyebrow tints, eyebrow gel, bronzers, lipsticks, lip pencils and mascara. So while I was there was no foundation. So we'll be using the Collection brand with Revolution setting powder. It's important to clean and repair your skin. So I found the Hydro Expert by CN, which is a little brand, micellar water. It doesn't really have a smell, but it feels good. So just refresh your skin so you're ready to prime and foundation. So now I'll be going in with some concealer. As mentioned, I'll be using PS's, which is Primark brand concealer in shade Ivory. I'm not personally a big fan of the white concealers. And you'll find that later I use a lot of bronzer. For those of you shady queens out there, I just want to clarify, I'm not the makeup expert. So I work at a supermarket, I'm a retail manager. I'm not going to tell you where it is because I'm sure one of my partner's shady exes will tell you that in the comments below. Just going to blend this in and I'll fast forward and be back with you shortly. So now that is covered, I'm going to go in with Collections foundation in shade, warm beige. So I personally put about 3 pumps onto the brush, dot it around my face. You can use a brush or a sponge. I personally prefer a brush. There we go, so now foundation is done. I use Revolution's Banana setting powder. So just pop a bit into the tray and I use a brush, set it on gently and just set it in. Get as much on as you can. So while that sets in, we'll be going to do the eyebrows now. So I picked up a Brow Perfect in its shade Natural Brown from Lidl again. This is the first of the Lidl products we'll be reviewing. So you get a little brush inside, I'm not really a fan of. Take off the lid and you have the paste inside. So I'm going to try and get some on this brush. It's quite tough. I think I've probably got too much on. And then I personally like to have a strong underline to my eyebrow. Quite a good colour match. However, I'm not a fan of the brush approach. You see how the colour is under here? It's quite sheer compared to the actual eyebrow. Could be down to not the right colour match. There, that's not too far from how I would do my brows normally. It's just incredibly thick. I tend to use, personally, the e.l.f. paste. I find it transfers onto the face really well. So I'm just going to do the other brow and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, so the eyebrows are on. I'm now just going to brush it through with a fine eyebrow comb, just to get all of the colour through the eyebrows. So there was also, which I will be doing last, a eyebrow gel, but they had this. It's the perfect eyebrow highlighter, so I'm going to use this just to go underneath the eyebrows. I'm not, again, a very big fan of not a very big fan of this product as a whole. Let me just, okay, so it's done absolutely nothing to my hand at all. So that is definitely a flop. That can go. In that case, I'll be going back to the PS concealer just to sharpen up the eyebrows. So apply under here, as close to the brow as you can. And then I like to put a bit here and here, just so I can use my beauty blender and do a bit more of a fade into the eyebrow here. And then personally, a tiny bit above, like this. So then when you blend it out, you have a much sharper eyebrow. My eyebrows are quite full. It's personally how I like to do them. I know some people like it more faded. So what I'd recommend, if you want a faded eyebrow, you'll want to use one less colour for a start, obviously. And secondly, get a good concealer so you can blend it through. So I'm grabbing a beauty blender and dab this on here. Push a bit of it into the eyebrows and back onto the forehead again. There we go. Sharpen up. I like to personally push up a bit on the eyebrow as you apply, just so it really goes right up to the edge. So the eyebrows look done. Just going to check. The next step for me is contour. I found in Lidl as well a bronzing powder. Normally use a contour kit, either Anastasia Beverly Hills or Revolution Queen, so it would normally be Revolution or a sleek brand. So this one is in shade Almond Shimmer. Not typically a fan of this kind of colour. It's quite a dark, warm colour, much darker to my face, so hopefully it will come on quite well. It's not really the colour that I'd like personally, but it's definitely doing something. So a bit more about me while I contour my face. I am gay, obviously. I come out as gay last year in February 2019, when I was 23 years old. And the only reason I come out is because I met my partner. I met my partner the romantic way on Grindr, of course. His name is Kingsley. He is this person here. We've been together for about a year and 2 months now. We are engaged, like a typical gay. We do everything very quickly. We are engaged. We have a dog called Diamond, who's absolutely stunning. He is a nurse. There is a bit of a highlight in there actually, which is quite nice. He is a nurse at our local hospital. So with circular motions, you want to push into the forehead, into the temples, and move it across so it has a natural blend to it. So you look as sun-kissed as possible. Put a bit in your beard if you have one, just to fill it up a bit, give you a bit more shape to your jawline. Just under the lip, then go back to the nose. Put some here and here, just to make your nose look a bit slimmer. Give it that illusion. So now we're almost finished bronzing. Get a bit into your ears and prepare to bronze the rest of your face. So I like to get some around the eyes so it's a little bit less obvious that I have contoured my face. We'll look at this hand as possible. I'll show you a swatch this on my hand. I'll rub that on here. So it's quite a warm brown. Not to most people's taste, but it does have a shimmer there, as you can see. So now I'm going to use the eyebrow gel, again Cien in natural brown. Similar to a mascara, quite thick in consistency. So I'm just going to brush some of that off. And let's try and brush this through my brows, which should hold them together and fill in any bits that I've missed. Oh Lord. So I wouldn't say, considering they're under the same colour, I wouldn't say they go well together. One's definitely more of a hazelnut and the other one's more of the almond bronzer tone. So the eyebrows are now gelled, they should stay in place. They don't really feel any different to the way they did before. So I'm just going to rub a bit of this on my hand so you can see the colour. There we go. So it comes out as a light brown. If we compare that to the eyebrow paste, put them next to each other, there's definitely a difference in colour. So I would argue that they're probably not the same and they don't go well with each other. So for me personally, the eyebrow gel is definitely a no thank you. So next step is the lips. I like to do the lips before I do my eyes personally, just because it gives me a bit of a guide as to what I can do with colour. So we have a nude lip by Lidl as well in Coconut Kiss. So just to swatch that. Definitely smells like coconut. Squeeze out here and swatch it on. So that's a nice nude colour, really nice shine. I'm quite excited to use this one. And we also have it in Peach Sorbet. So again, squeeze some of it out. I'm not a big fan of these plastic tubes. They remind me a bit of the 90s, which is when I was born, but that's what I associate them with. So for me, I'm more of a fan of the Coconut Kiss. The peach shine is a bit sheer for my liking, so not really a big fan of that. However, they also had a lip butter, which is in the shade Unknown. Here we go, sorry. Flamingo Love. So we'll put this on my hand here as well. I've just wiped off the other swatches. Oh, that is nasty. Okay, let's try on the lips, that's fine. It goes on quite well. Very pigmented. It feels very soft. Smells just like a plain lipstick. Not a big fan of that, but let's try it with maybe the peach shine. Could go well together. So this is a lip look using the lip butter in the shade Flamingo Love with the peach kiss over the top. I hate it personally, I absolutely hate it. I can feel the product, I feel like I've got cooking oil on my lips. So I'm just going to wipe that off now with, on brand, the Cien Makeup Remover. So we're going to go in the lipsticks. We've got 3 shades here that caught my eye. So we have got first Matte Rose, we have Peony Blossom and Raspberry Kiss. Now this reminds me of when I was younger. This was my first experience with makeup. I remember when my mum was on the school run, I would raid my mum's makeup stash and she would always have a red lipstick. She's not a very big makeup user, but this is how I discovered it. So she had this little silver box which would have her makeup in. She had just eyebrow powder in there, maybe a bronzer and a red lipstick. And I remember caking it on when she weren't there, and before she got back, I would always wipe it off just so mum never knew that I was gay, which she knew. So let's try this. We're going to swatch it first. So we'll do, this is the Raspberry Kiss. Then we have, this one I'm most excited about is Matte Rose. There you go. It's nice. It's a bit sheer, but it's nice. And then we'll go in with Peony Blossom. So this is a bit more Barbie Girl pink. I like it on my eyes, not on my lips. And that is again as sheer as my future. So I was originally planning on mixing together this one, the matte rose, with the peony blossom. Not really a big fan. Almost forgot. There is also a lip pencil in coral blush. So first I'm going to line my lips in this. It's quite chunky, and I'm just going to line my lips and I'll be back with you in a moment. There we go, so my lips are now lined. I have used the coral blush. It's nice, it goes on a bit like a butter, but the lip butter did. Just put it on my hand, it's quite a nice colour. It will go well with the pink and probably the nude, hopefully, that's what I'm hoping. So let's put on matte rose, and I'm going to mix it with the coconut lip gloss. So let's put this on. Yeah, it's nice. Not going to use it again. I can smell it, it smells a bit bland and lifeless. It's a no. So let's try and see if the coconut kiss will save the day. Looks nicer. It's a bit girl next door, but it's fine. Definitely smells like coconut, really nice smell. So now lips are done and contouring is done with a bronzer. Not my favourite way to do it, but that's fine. There wasn't a highlighter, so we're going to go in with the Eyebrow brand highlighter. It is in Rodeo Drive, a place I would love to be in. It's a golden bronzer. I'm going to go in with the same brush that I put on the bronzer with, just so it blends in nicely. So right now we have quite a neutral, safe look. I was going to go in with the Revolution palette, more for your smoky eyes, not my kind of thing, but I could get the vibe that this was going to be quite a neutral look. However, one of my most favourite people, Juliana, she gifted me, bless her, the Morphe Artist Pass palette. It is gorgeous. She is also going to be on my channel next week. She's going to be on the next video that I'll be uploading. I'll be doing her makeup. She is absolutely stunning and I can't wait for you to meet her. It comes in quite bright colours, lots of shimmers, captures the light amazing. So I'm going to do an eye look. I'm back with you in a moment. The eye look is now done, and now we'll be going into doing a mascara and an eyeliner, both made by Lidl again. So we have the mascara in the name Push Up, which reminds me a bit of the Rimmel Bold Lash one. So they're quite similar in product. This one's a bit chunkier and definitely heavier than this one. This definitely feels and looks cheap. And then we also have, and I will be honest, I have used this one already. It is a Cyan eyeliner in black. So the eyeliner is now done. It's quite a nice colour. It goes on very easily. It finishes quite matte. However, you'll see on the swatch I've just done now that it does go on a little bit sheer. It's not quite full coverage eyeliner, but it definitely does the job. So now we're going to go in the Push Up mascara. It's quite a chunky end to it. So let's put some of this on the lashes here. That's my final look done using Lidl makeup. My final thoughts are I personally love the eye products, the mascara and the eyeliner. However, the eyeliner does take a few attempts to use, but I would recommend it again, definitely for the price that it is. The eyebrows aren't the best. The eyebrow gel could be used if you have the right shade to go alongside it. And the lips, generally, I'm not just a fan of. They feel a bit oily, I can feel it resting on my lips, but they do smell amazing. So my favourite product's definitely been the bronzer in the almond shade. It's got a nice sheen to it, a nice highlight to it. I definitely recommend it for anyone who's passing by their local Lidls. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Next week we'll be joined by my friend Juliana and we'll be giving her a makeover. And I will see you then. Bye, love you.